Right,
weird
okay.
within a.
They're writing words on the wall. I don't like them. I'm blanking on the exact wording, but I repeat what it says.
I believe I have. I think I have.
It's in the
but-
chat, the Roll20
Oh,
chat.
it's scrolled up for a bit. Oh, wait, actually, I can see as well. Sorry, actually, it's not too scrolled up. I'll literally type it back out.
I see it.
into-
It needs it only takes a slight scroll up.
I
Well, for
read
me,
that,
so someone rolled a bunch of hidden stuff, but yeah.
I read that out loud to the group. Now,
I'm unfamiliar.
Hmm?
I'm unfamiliar. How concerning on a scale of 1 to 10 is this?
Define this.
And she motions towards the writing or where the writing should be.
If it is who I believe it to be, it is moderately concerning from what, Attic says. Zentz is a abhorrently powerful individual, and now they really have their eyes set on at least a few of us.
What was the name that you said?
Zentz, right? Zench.
Yes.
Zentz.
Correct.
I have a yes, but I'm sorry, I can't say something's right. That was an exaggeration, but I do have a lisp. Zentz. Rightfully, I don't know what we should be doing at this moment. I have them trapped for another 10 or so minutes, unless they have other means of travel, but physically they cannot break the confines of that bubble you see.
Lovely.
You watch Nornless, and I'm gonna do two things at once. As they look in your direction, and look at the words they wrote out, and they sit down like crisscross applesauce, kind of onto the space before them. And they do. You do not do that.
Okay, I'm like, huh?
And as this happens, or along this time, within this like short time frame, around maybe slightly prior, Attic moves towards Jevabu. Jevabu, may I see the axe of Glitnir? I view it as mine, given the circumstances, but regardless, I have a means to temporarily, or maybe more so than that, maybe long term, deal with the threat before us if it does show itself, I guess? Only within the context I could hit it with that axe. It's only something I can do.
Yes, here. It is yours.
You.
You came
Thank you.
all this way for it.
Wait.
And they grasp the axe.
Well, wait. As Abaddon says, wait, Jebu's gonna kind of hold it up for a second and look at him.
Wait, give the axe to me.
Do not
right,
give
I'm
the
gonna
axe.
We're not listening to that, right? So we're on the same page.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna give it to Attic.
Oh, bitch.
I have been borrowed it for too long. No, not to say that you didn't make good use of it. I'm sure you did at various points, Abaddon. But we need someone that beloved a particular bloodline. What? Didn't they kind of shift their like head to look towards Golier? What did you say?
I was going to say out of character. I was out of character saying that Golier's probably going to walk forward, and prepare to cast slow for when the bubble drops, so that in case it tries to run, the person tries to hit it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say that you'd take it. Okay, sorry.
Oh no, absolutely not.
Okay. They kind of shift around. I have a bit of blood of me back from, I don't know, my great grandfather or something, maybe back farther. Of a human, specifically of that human. Was from a clan that's mostly dead now. The clan you may have heard of. Those of Jokel. And because of that blood, I can use abilities with this weapon that others cannot. And one of which includes forcing a body into this axe. Last time I did it, I was able to force the body out, which, regardless, resulted in the death of the creature.
How much do we trust this person with this axe? That is an in-character question.
Don't trust her at all. She's a deceitful creature.
What?
No one can trust you right now either, last I checked.
I have had issues in the past, but those are not my own. In the same sense that Abaddon has had their issues here. But if anything, mine were of different cases, and even the means at which caused them I have fixed, let's say. I am now allied with that within me, and that within me was acting within forces that were not their own at that time. We can discuss this later. Regardless, if we're talking fighting against Dorak, you should be trustworthy of me. But I am also deeply held within my truth as a Moose Knight, regardless if that title is stripped from me, and with that, for armor. But I will continue to fight towards justice beyond that. But also, to avenge my clan.
I will say that Golier does flinch ever so slightly at the mention of Dorak's name.
Okay, if someone wants to... What should I roll to see if someone might pick up on that?
Insight.
Okay.
I think my passive, either stealth or... You want passive stealth or passive deception?
I almost feel like having passive observation and then with like high enough to see if someone can roll for that.
But I meant like my like the DC wise deception or stealth.
Yeah.
I'll let you decide. Deception would be
Who
a
has-
15. Stealth
Does anyone know their passive observation?
You mean investigation?
Is that what I meant? Passive investigation. I'm sorry. Yeah, good
Or
point. That is what it's called. Good point. Passive investigation. Does anyone know their passive investigation?
Passive insight.
I don't think that's a thing.
That is a thing.
Yes, it's
Oh, it
10
is?
plus their score.
Oh.
There are passive versions of every skill.
Okay, does anyone have passive insight?
Yeah, my passive
Uh,
insight is 23.
Okay.
Cool, that's
Oh.
higher than both my deception and my stealth, so yeah.
Mine would
Okay.
be 16.
Well,
If it's passive
Okay.
deception, it's a 15. If it's passive stealth, it's an 18.
okay. Given the circumstances, Yugdrill, would you, regardless of that circumstance, would your focus necessarily be on that conversation and that's going on, or would it be on something else? Given there's something within here. Albeit this is close-minded, so you could probably. I'm more so asking, what direction are you looking at?
Yugdrill is looking at that blazer with the fire sir.
Okay, I'd say that. Well,
I
given
don't
you
mind
have such a
whoever
high
notices,
one, I'm gonna let you.
if that's true.
I'm gonna give you because of that. I'm gonna give you a chance to, if it seems like something that piques your interest slightly, I'll let you roll. Because it was subtle. I'll let you roll insight.
Out of character, I don't care who notices it. I'd say that it's not something that she's necessarily trying to hide.
Okay.
And also,
if
that's
anyone
a
picks up on
25.
it at all.
And also,
Okay.
that's a 25.
See if they keep it to themselves or not. Okay.
Yes, Jug Drill would pick up on it.
You see, Normus, the creature seems to kind of twiddle their fingers back and forth a little bit, waiting for your general response. To see if you leave or see if you stay.
Okay.
My question is, are we going to be leaving the fire setter with a right here?
I mean, do we have another means of containing it?
Us.
I'm about to say, I'm going to look
Fire.
at Jemabu.
Right, and that's not resulted in anything negative anytime recently, no. Right.
Well, hear me out. There's 6 of us. So, like, if we divide it evenly, like...
I'll be frank, I have no intention nor desire to possess this power.
There's 5 of us.
Who has a passive perception of 15 or higher?
Me.
Me.
No.
All of you would notice there is the sound of people around at least 2, but probably not too much more than probably less than 3, or probably less than 4, heading this way from outside. You can hear them kind of clicking their boots or feet against like the kind of rough ground outside.
Okay.
Well, I guess bare rock even, I'd say.
It...
Given who that could
It is
be, that could mean interesting. Sorry, go on.
It is unclear what the fire of Surtur does, but we cannot just leave it lying around. Perhaps it did have something to do with how Abaddon has been acting lately. But what he has had, he's absorbed parts of it, 2, 3 times?
I think 3 or 4 at least, yes.
Abaddon, I mean no offense by this, but he does clearly have demonic nature part of him.
It's like microdosing a drug. Like, realistically...
Roll a Deception?
Ooh.
Ooh.
You, because you said demonic specifically.
No. I'm pretty
Tieflings
sure...
typically are not demonic, but so there might be something you're either lying
Yes,
about
they are.
or not well known
Yes, we
that
are.
you're lying.
Yes,
Or
they
not?
are.
No, absolutely not. Not in my setting. No, tieflings are devils. Or devils. It's
Devils and
not
demons are
demons.
indistinguishable.
Hard
They're
luck.
all fiends.
Man's got fucking
Yeah, they're
a
all
flaming
that's the
head and
distinguishes them.
horns.
Yeah, they're both fiends.
Then I think
and
the, I think the
heavy
term that they
distinguished.
meant is the fiendish then.
Yeah, I think the
Oh
term...
yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine
that's
too.
fiendish.
But there is a
Devilishly
pretty
handsome.
big difference. And
Yeah, there is a
so,
difference.
Yeah, like we're talking different dimensions even.
Yeah, but I think they just meant
Okay.
fiendish.
And-
There could be a secret
I
reason
feel
for
like
that.
that would be the most like broadly accepted term in like
Or they
the
could also
layman.
they also could be trying to attempt to be like, I don't know, like a
I feel
swag.
like it was more of a
pseudo-bigotry.
microaggression than something
Yeah.
that was...
Yeah, good point. I
Like-
guess that would be a microaggression. Actually, yeah, that's what I'm going for. Or that's what I think they're going for. Let's see.
I
I'll
don't
take
think
it
so
as a
at all.
microaggression.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a
Go on,
microaggression,
sorry.
not a deliberate lie.
Abaddon is not gonna take it as a microaggression.
I've caused a problem.
So I believe that could have, diluted the, nature of the fire of Surtur. Frankly, I think none of you should touch it except me and Jeru.
Oh fuck no, mate. I'm gonna keep some of it. Right now I just need
You've got some of it in you.
I want
There is
more.
Fairy to help.
I do not think that is healthy for you.
I'm not
Compared
gonna
to me and Jeru, who are in tune with nature.
Mate, no front, I barely fucking know you.
That Minotaur, that one who was injured, why not consider giving some to him?
He's mostly dead right now. I don't think that'd be very healthy for him.
That's my
No.
point. Doesn't it have? I don't know that much about it, but does it not have healing properties?
It has mostly light things on fire properties.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
say,
It
okay,
ki-
if that's the
it's
case,
kind of a force of
misunderstood.
destruction.
I'm curious. What would happen if I had some?
Well, we'll never figure that out, and I take some of the fire starter back into me.
Okay, I would like.
Not all of it, literally just like a handful,
Take
Okay,
it. Can
as
I take
you're
a
doing
handful
this,
after that happens?
like
I'll let
scooping
you-
vanilla pudding.
one of the persons entering from afar becomes visible in the hallway. As in, they turn the corner into the space, and you see them, and it's Scar.
Okay, are we in agreement he's not getting any?
I would like some.
What's going on?
I think we're microdosing fire.
I prefer
That's-
the term rationing.
What is going on? They say. They look and see very clearly a magical sphere of energy,
Did-
and
must not-
several people down with clearly Jorun, like, obviously dead, with blood, like, just pressed against, like, the cold stone, sliding along the grooves, with her previously, like, flame red hair, or just now is a lifeless gray.
Billy will kind of step up. I don't know who you are, but we took care of the problem.
You know exactly who this is.
You
by
do
the way.
know.
Oh,
You would know this
yeah,
person
yeah.
You do know
extremely
Scar,
well.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
Scar was
no, it's
literally
my
the
brain.
person who took care of you in prison. You would know who this is.
Oh, this is this one. Never mind.
Yeah.
My fault, gang.
Oh, it's cool.
Still getting used to names. Still getting used to
No
names
stress.
of who she does and doesn't know. Go step forward. She'll kind of like wave slightly. Calm down for just a moment. We took care of the problem. We've removed part of the issue and we're dispersing the rest of it. As far as her, I might be able to take care of that, but we're going to need a fairly expensive diamond to do so. But don't stress just yet. And as far as that, and she points to the shadow in the bubble, actually, I don't know about that one. That's a him question. And she kind of shoves the conversation over to Nornalis.
Golier not Golier. Scar points to Golier and is about to like ask a question, but given the way you kind of go about, they shift their kind of face towards Norlis. Why are some of the exploration corps clearly on the ground? It seems that Joran is dead to me. What happened here?
Right, okay, it can be explained quite succinctly. I dislike how everything seems to get jumbled up and misconstrued. The Flame of Suta is a powerful artifact. There are powerful entities around the settlement. The coinciding of these two things in Mr. Abaddon, possessed by the Flame of Suta, possessed by a spirit in the ethereal plane, was encouraged to do things that they would normally not do in their own right conscience. As such, they were persuaded through magical, psychic means to strike down people. There was a moment of transparency when we were trying to talk them down in which they realized this, before they were then enticed to attack all of us as well. We encouraged them to shed the Flame of Suta so that the creature then in which the bubble that you cannot see, only I am able to see, you can choose to believe me or not, was able to easier manipulate Abaddon. since they have now shed the mass amount of Flamosuit that they had within their being, the tether that this creature, and he points to the bubble again, so on him has weakened or lessened to none. We are currently trying to figure out the best means of action in which to not allow what is in that bubble to possess any of us, while also ensuring that the Flamosuit is not just up for grabs by any one individuals that this may happen to again. I'm terribly sorry that blood was shed and lives were lost, but we are doing our best to mitigate that right now.
Also, I believe this happens when you meddle with the gods.
Okay.
As they're talking over there, Jebabu's gonna kind of like nudge Snowcap towards the like brazier or whatever it is.
Well, someone else seems to. Actually, well.
What by? I figured
Whatever.
it would be very
It's-
obvious where she's
yeah,
saying.
it seems like people are kind of shifting around the room a little bit in a varied means. Attention is drawn though, as Scar kind of stands broadly and presses their foot hard on the ground. They look to Nornless. You keep impressing me. Thank you.
I'm just doing the best I can in an unfamiliar environment, Scott.
Okay. Abaddon, come here.
One moment.
No, come here.
Also,
Why?
what is everyone else doing? No, we are not just grabbing Mr. Snowcap, Miss Goliath. If you would refrain until we have spoken about our plan properly and people are in agreement. Thank you very much.
Goliath looks like she might just be kind of sitting along it. It doesn't look like they were like actively going for it. It seems like they were just trying to find somewhere to sit down. At least that looks like based off their like general movements.
Abaddon, move away from the brazier.
Goliath, is that accurate or is Ian incorrect? I just want to make sure.
Your passive perception, I think, is
My
the
passive
actual
perception is
What?
18.
Roll a perception check.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm good at those.
I'm also looking directly at them. Am I?
Jebabu, I feel like
Check.
Jebabu would already know. I feel like
Yeah,
Jebabu
you see them
Yeah,
sitting
Jebabu's-
down, and their hand is shifting behind them, kind of along their cloak a little bit, up towards the brazier, just a little bit in that direction,
Yeah,
in a way to
no.
kind of hide that we're doing it.
Miss Goliath, if you would please step away.
You see her kind of deflate a little and then take a step.
Thank you,
Away
my
from
dear.
her.
I appreciate that. I appreciate your cooperativeness.
We'll all get a chunk of it.
You'll just see your
We are
drill.
not deciding that either. I would prefer that no one gets a chunk of it.
I think we
That's
should all
my
get a chunk of
vote.
it.
What?
That's my vote. But,
Heard.
Scar, you have the floor. I imagine you have some words for Abaddon at this moment.
Yes, I have something to say about the Fire of Surtur as well, but Abaddon. And he goes to put his hand on Abaddon's shoulder. Do you let him?
No, fuck no.
Okay. Whatever. As they kind of
How-
their hand kind of pressed away.
What's the status of the bubble, by the way?
Zunar is about to be in this room within maybe a couple seconds.
9 minutes.
You can rush out there and you can talk to him and tell him what happened. Or you can go in here and see that you murdered his girlfriend. Or he'll just,
can fix
say that, he might not know you did it. But I understand you're close. But I don't think you understand all the consequences and circumstances. And I need to know one thing for certain right now. Did you walk upon the bridge? Were you forced to do that? Did you do that at all? It's extremely important that I know.
Okay, meta question, because I'm not sure of the layout. Did I walk over it?
No, the
in my
bridge is
mind I didn't.
outside of this
Alright,
chamber. You would
okay,
have to go through these
okay,
doors, and
okay,
even then,
okay.
that might not be to the bridge yet. If you haven't walked
Okay.
past these doors, you have not
Okay.
gone to the bridge yet.
Okay, because I had in mind that I didn't. I'd wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you had not. You had not done so.
I have not walked over the bridge yet. I was
You-
compelled to do so.
You should not do so under any means. Specifically you. It is really important you don't do that. I can tell you why, or we
Do
can
so.
keep it a secret, and you can feel better about it because you might not like the answer.
I don't like lies. Just tell me the fucking truth. I've been living a lie for nearly 25 years. I want some fucking honest answers for once.
About what?
The bridge.
Honest answers about what?
The things in this
have a-
note. And the things in the note.
It's not. It's someone else. It's not Scar talking. It's the person below.
Abaddon, you look past, and Zunar is speaking. Abaddon! Scott! What has happened here? Is the thing still here? What's going on? And what have you...
They're innocent.
Scar is he asking about? It's what's...
So now the thing that happened here was me. I was under the influence of the fire search and something else.
Where is the blade?
Where is the
Clearly,
blade? Did I
the
pick it
pair
up?
of a blade. Where is it?
It would be in Zeba's possessor.
Why not over to Jevaboo? He took it off me.
I don't know how tense the situation is, and I don't understand what's over there, and he points to this. But, because he can't see the creature, he can just see the magical effect.
Whatever's inside there is what forced me, convinced me to do this.
I understand, but I also know more. There are things I haven't told you about that journey. My journey to the seas, for the seas. That Wolfric beat me to, but... I've learned that when you take too much... Let's just say I have touched the fire of Surtur. I had it within me for a brief moment, and I let it go. I couldn't contain it in that capacity. Wolfric could, and you had more than that. Your very emotions are forced to heights. You have to remain deeply calm. Something I don't have, but I know how to gain those limits, and that was my goal. I think of you quite fondly, and even as a son. But I ask one thing of you. Will you bury her?
If that is what is needed, then yes, of course.
Might I chime in with an expensive enough diamond? She
I have
might
a-
not need to be buried.
What? We have a cleric here? Of that quality, of that caliber?
Not necessarily. She kind of, I am correct in saying that Raise Dead is one of my spells, right? Am I not crazy?
You have that, either you have it through your means? Let me
It's
see.
through the
That,
cloak. It's not through my means.
I believe so, yes. Yes, you do, yes.
Yes. Not exactly. She kind of motions towards the cape, which has likely been billowing just a little bit. Like it billows a little bit more the closer she gets to Joran.
Golia, you're here.
She gives a little bit of a wave. Hi, sorry, I didn't announce my presence. You seemed busy.
A meta question, well, not question, meta statement. If I'm gonna try to ping who I'm speaking as, because I fear like there might be some confusion just because I voiced these
Okay.
characters a little similarly. It's been a while since I voiced this guy, so just pay attention to that.
Got it.
But I'll try to make him a little more scrunchy with this guy.
A dot on him.
Golier. You're. Can you do something?
Not without a fairly expensive diamond, I don't think. Oh, never mind. It says that I don't require components. I'm crazy, aren't I?
Good.
Hold on.
Nah,
just gonna...
keep the bid up. You're actually trying to extort us this whole time. You're gonna pocket the diamond after you cast the
Wait,
spell.
hold on. Am I crazy? Hold on. Let me post it again in my character room. Is that for ones that don't require a gold cost? Or is that for all of them? Should that say that don't require a gold cost?
When I wrote it, that was the intention, because I looked at that spell specifically, and yeah.
Got it. Understood. I figured it should say doesn't.
If it requires them, yeah. And so when I say requires
Understood.
them, I mean like requires them to cast like the gold cost stuff. So yeah, that's why this item is really good. There's a lot of minor stuff like that. It's really, yeah, it's meant to be a.
So I
It's
don't
meant to be a
need
very
the
strong
diamond.
item. You do not need the item. You do
I'm
not
okay.
need the
Never
diamond.
mind.
You can just do it.
Actually, she
Holy
pauses for a moment and goes, "Actually, wait. Let me try something. I don't think I've done this before." And she walks like very like her heels are clicking. It's like very like almost high school principal-esque. And she walks over. The cape billows a bit, and she kind of like taps it like down to stop like trying to take the soul. And she places her hand on Jorun's like head. And you see all at once like she's consumed by this like inky darkness. The flames on her start to dim, and it's almost like they're cooled down as like you watch as a dark like similar to the beam that
I
sent the same soul.
What spell are you casting? Just curious.
Raised head.
Okay, that's not an action.
How long does it take?
An hour.
Okay. Well, I will say that just flavor text, it starts the beam, and she kind of starts sitting there for a while, and you see that she kind of just it does take an hour, and you see she kind of just gets locked into it, and she's just kind of standing there as what appears to be a similar black beam to the one that sent the I don't know who that was before soul away. It appears to be coming from the sky. And it's almost like she's looking for something.
Do you, based off the spell that you cast, let me just check one thing.
Yes. I'm crazy. This is the 2014 rules version, right?
Yes. You see, as you cast it, Jorun's mortal wounds seem to close. Given she doesn't necessarily have any missing body parts, it's fine with that.
I am going to be standing here for an hour.
Given the injuries could just be resolved, are not necessarily ones that removed organs. That's not an issue either.
The only issue is sitting here for an hour.
More importantly, you do have to. It's clear that if you do this, you need to stay for, well, an hour, as you know. But as you kind of start to do this process, there's a clear realization that if Normalness doesn't let this thing go and just keeps it here, this thing will be here for a while, and this process is going to take longer than it will than this. Actually, well, potentially longer than this spell will be up. If Normalness hasn't verbally said how long it was, I think they did, but I don't know if I forget if that was
Okay.
out of character in character.
I say she starts the casting process because I can do it another time equal to my intelligence, right?
Yes, you could.
She'll start the cast, and you'll see she'll kind of look for a moment. It's almost as if she's looking for something, and then she pauses, and you see the black beam kind of disappears, and she's like, "Okay, maybe it might take a little bit of time, but I think I can find her. Just not right now." As she kind of points to the bubble.
Can. Oh wait, sorry. Can we safely move her? Sorry, well, that's not the way I want. Can we safely move her? That's close enough.
Yes, you guys can. I think we have other pressing matters. Take her back to the village. Please stop yelling at... What's the tall one's name again? Whatever his name is. And we'll solve this when we don't have a... And then she points to the shadowy thing again.
Abaddon is not the tall one. There are a lot of people here are taller than Abaddon.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting that
Abaddon's like 5'8", I think?
5'10".
5'2".
He got a couple inches when he got remade.
Well, he's not 5'2", right?
No, he's
Oh,
5'10".
he's 5'10". Yeah, 5'10".
4'11".
Norris is taller. Attic is taller.
Kevabu's taller than
this guy's taller,
everybody.
this guy's
Kevabu doesn't
taller.
count.
No cap.
This guy's a little bit taller.
Oh.
Yogdril might be taller. Jevu's
Your
taller.
drill is taller.
Okay, the short one. Never mind. The short one.
Wait, is Abaddon the shortest?
No,
I think...
Snowcap's probably shorter, I think.
Wait, is Golil shorter? How tall is she?
She is 5'6". I think she is shorter.
She is
Yes,
shorter.
Golier and Snowcap.
But
are
she'd probably
shorter than
say
you.
it in more of a, like, almost teasing tone than anything else. Because he's still shorter than his clan members, right?
I'm pretty sure yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
way
Yeah.
shorter.
Scar goes to speak. There's something. Okay, I will make it quick. That thing, I don't want to deal with the fire of Surtur. I don't want it to. I will stand. But this place is a safe means.
Alright, I'll ask you a simple question that...
Not anything can take, once it's placed upon the torch, or sorry, on the brazier. If you do not possess any fire of Surtur, it is rather difficult to push it out of that brazier. That is the purpose of it. It is a means of storage.
Right, but say if Wolfric, the one who slain the last chief, were to come back, they could easily reclaim all of that fire Surtur because they possess a grand amount now, yes? And then boom, you have an enemy.
If we let him get in this room, that is.
He slayed your chief and demolished your settlement. I'm sorry. It appears you were not able to stop him once. Why would I believe you could
Demolished
stop?
our settlement?
Yes,
Mate, I fucking
no.
walked in. Scott, stop fucking lying. When I came here, your fucking settlement was under siege. Essentially held hostage. None of you were there when I fucking stood in front of the gates of Faris. None of you. Not a single fucking one. I lost my head in that fight. I fucking died for you. Least you can do is be honest. You fucking coward.
Guess I was being highly specific. Yes,
Yes,
I
highly
agree.
fucking specific. Be honest.
There was little structural damage. It was just
That
the
chief
damage he
was
done
dead.
was institutional. He slayed the chieftain. He slayed him.
He slayed
And
the chief
honestly-
and held us hostage. Where were you?
Mr. Abaddon, while I appreciate your passion, I hate to say this, I was the one speaking.
Sorry.
I was in the mines. Is that what you want to hear?
It's not important to me, frankly. What's important is minimizing the danger in the future. That is always my MO. So I will ask you, what is the requirements, and how difficult is it to remove the fire from the brazier?
Someone with it can touch their hand upon it and absorb it, and then if they touch someone else with their hand, they should be able to apply it into them if they are worthy.
Excellent. That is, frankly, a disgustingly clear reason why we should not leave it in a underprotected, currently, settlement.
I
Yeah,
agree
but
with
you
we
have
that.
have to go
no-
halfsies with it.
You have no core structure of defense, hierarchy. Your chieftain is gone. Your people are scattered. You have enemies abound. It is not wise to leave it here.
I'll take some of it. I can take it, just not as much as I did in the past. I can take 15 to 20% of what's in there.
Okay. I
Um,
don't want anyone to
Zunar
take
says.
it. Is really my most.
Notice,
No.
you can't leave it
why?
here.
This is a sacred. Sorry.
I call 20%.
Sorry. Scar would speak. It is a sacred means of our people. It is something that is meant to be shared. If it is either applied in the braziers, of which this is only one, there were others. We used to have many. There's some in Vulcan now, mostly. But it was meant to be a shared source, not a hoarded one. That being said, if you want to use Sertologi, you kind of have to hoard it, it seems.
What was the word he just said?
Sertologi, which
Sh-
seems to... And I would say they point to the sword in Jebabu's hand.
Okay, thank you. God damn it, I hate that ritual makes everything so long.
The Sertologi is complex, and to say that even technically is it's technically incorrect, but it might as well be Sertologi by the functions of how it works. I won't get into it. The theology is complicated. Well, first, let's get the wounded out of here.
I think that might have to come slightly later. And then she kind of pokes Nornalis and asks once again about the bubble.
Yes, yes, Miss Gullier, what is it?
How long does that spell of yours last?
By my calculations, I surmise we have around 7 more minutes.
Also, I believe it's more of a semicircle.
I know it's a bubble.
I thought you said it was a dome last time.
If it was a
No,
dome, he
it's-
could go through the bottom of it. No, I fully encapsulated that bitch.
Actually, when you do the dome thing, it does have a bottom.
No.
We're
Yeah, it
discussing
does.
nothing here. We're discussing nothing here.
No, a sphere. I made a sphere.
Notice, you see this thing seem to shift. Its body starts to change. Do a Arcana check.
Okay. 16. Not great, not bad.
What you look like you're witnessing is... It almost looks like its body is shifting in a manner that this time is a little less outrageous and less bizarre, but it's clearly forming in an odd manner, and it's hard. it's either doing it by some type of psychic means, or the body is a changeling. And as it shifts its body, it shifts to a form that makes that latter possibility a lot more likely. You see what looks to be a changeling, or maybe a changeling with a little more human in it, or something, of a very scarred, potentially blind person. Roll a religion check.
I'm great at those. That's a lie. Oh wait, no, it's not a lie. I forgot I was proficient.
Go.
Given your general look, your eyes, and their many scars, and the particular way the scars are lined, this body, at the very least, given the possibility, if it is Zench, then Zench is within there, is very, very likely, or at least reasonably likely, to be a warrior of the North. Specifically, Floy.
Floy?
Yes. Who's worshipped, or at least was given a Verkferi by the god Hod, or Hodir, who is a blind god, who there is some religious text stating that at some point they will be at fault for killing Baldur, or in some way they would be. And historically, from what you know, Floy was killed by their allies out of belief that their existence was a stain. Due to their association with the blind god, and thus the possible means of an end to Baldur. Albeit that wasn't necessarily a widely focused belief, but two people did have a big say in it. The main one was Flager, who you would know was significant because you've traveled through the Flager wood and you've been to several Flager clan settlements.
Okay.
That's all.
I take note of that.
This also means that Floy wasn't just a weird albino, they might be a changeling. Or potentially.
That's information I now have and don't know how to parse. Awesome. I can only keep this entity trapped for around another 7 or 6 minutes. In that time, we need to figure out in this moment what we are doing with this fire. If it were up to me, which it clearly is not, I am a democratic person. I do not make unilateral authoritarian choices and decisions as if I am the leader here. My opinion would be that we should seal it away. Unfortunately, I possess not the capabilities to do that, so that doesn't matter. That double doesn't matter because I know I am an outlier opinion here. The only acceptable alternative I currently possess is if it is split evenly amongst everyone here. Sans myself, I will not partake in this fire. Does anyone agree or disagree with me and wish to speak up on either behalf? Mr. Jevabu, do you? Great.
Thomas.
Sorry, I was unmuting my mic real quick. I do agree. It absolutely needs to be protected. This is an awesome power that, when left in the wrong hands, it will be catastrophic. I do think that perhaps sealing it away would be the best option, but I know nothing of that, and yeah, I don't think we have the means for that. So
I have a question. How spiritual is the fire, sir?
Roll a religion check, but I'll give you an answer regardless. Just
I was saying that out loud in character.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Does Scar answer?
Scar kind of. I'd say that.
Scar or Attic would
Yeah,
be the
Scar
most
answers.
appropriate,
Scar. I was gonna say the other person answer, but I'd say Scar looks to
Yogdra.
Okay, what was their name? What was their name? It just had it. It was as not surreal.
Zunar?
Zunar. There we go. Zunar, and Zunar is about to speak, but and they kind of shift between, and Zunar ends up speaking. It's something that's our people long held.
No, I mean this in a purely like utilitarian way, no religion.
What?
It's a powerful piece of weaponry.
It is tied directly to Suitor. It is created by Suitor. It will be given back to Suitor.
I do believe between me and Jebabu, we could take it into ourselves and then split it among the animal spirits. You did say you wanted it shared. You know, the animal spirits, the things that empower people like Addic, the Moose Knight?
It's an interesting idea.
That way it'd be functionally impossible for anyone to get a hold of it in large amounts.
Yes.
Okay.
More pieces, less power per piece.
I need to make sure that I voice a concern that anyone who will possess this power needs to know. By having this flame within you, you have a target on your back. There are people who will want to hunt you down when you are at your weakest, frailest, strongest, to take it for themselves.
Is that no different from normal animal spirits? I mean,
No.
I feel like the Moose Knight is a prime example.
Yeah. By the way, these people, maybe even Abaddon, at least these two would look at you, Nautilus, like as if it was an obvious thing.
You think it obvious, but I need to make sure you all know the stakes here.
I think we
Also,
may know it better than you.
It's also much harder to get your hands on a animal spirit.
No, I'm letting us know. I don't care particularly about spirits. That's not my forte or interest. I'm letting Snowcap, someone who's not been a part of this society ever before, know that if they were to take the flame, they might be under siege. Making sure Zevabu and Yodril are aware of this equally. As I said, I'm not taking this flame into myself. I'm making sure everyone knows the dangers of doing so. I am always in support of transparency.
Attic goes to place their hand upon Snowcap's shoulder. Little one. I'm not fully certain you even can. I'm not fully certain I can. I should be able to do certain things, but if you're wielding such weapons of ice, there can only be so. I've read certain things on my own, for I have similar circumstance, and they kind of do. You see the on their back, I guess now since they have a free hand, they have a shield made of a piece of ice, like a magical ice shield of sorts. Which you remember seeing last time. Actually, yeah, you remember seeing them have. It was the frost shield of Okay, what was it called? Yeah, of their god. Yes. Actually, I guess she always wouldn't have a name, but yeah. God, I forgot the name. Oh, whatever. But they kind of look to you again. You could try, but I don't know what the consequences would be if it doesn't. They said that if you are worthy, perhaps that means it doesn't accept everyone. Sorry, as it means it doesn't accept everyone. That's I guess a better accent for him. They're meant to have a really soft voice.
If I would be allowed to give my opinion on this, I know that with all the fire that I did have in me, I caused horrendous damages. And I have done things that I won't ever be able to fix. But I was sent out to collect that fire. And I'm not sure if it was a cruel joke, if it was an attempt to get me killed in one way or another.
It was not. Zunar speaks up. You can finish your speech if you want, but I can promise you that was not. At least from my end. Well, I can say that. There was situations abound, but it was meant to be a task for you to prove yourself. I disagreed with doing it that way. But so I wasn't. I would have rather you had journeyed with me. I guess I wasn't there quite at the time, but what I've learned since is that you shouldn't have been sent alone like how you were. Not to say there's anything wrong about that, or that you didn't prove yourself in that manner, but there may have been insidious means to it, but not in a direct sense. Not as direct as it could have been. And not as direct as I believe the chieftain wanted it to be. What I mean is, the chieftain knew they couldn't get away with just sending you on an impossible mission to your death. That's why they sent you to the region that would be relatively safe. They didn't expect you to actually find it.
So they sent me on a fool's errand.
Well,
Sent me in the wrong direction.
it was the right direction, and I would have known that, but they didn't. Well, I say I would have known. It's complicated. I guess I might not have. If I knew that, I would have gone there. But if I saw the clues as you probably did, then
Look, that's hardly even important now. I will admit, as said, I have fucked up. I have fucked up big time, and I have let my emotions get the better of me under the influence of Zinch. But I was also remade to collect that fire. That fire is my very life's blood. Without it, I am nothing more than 3 stitched corpses and an axe that used to be my spine. I want to finish my quest. I will hopefully make Sertologi, find it, create it. I don't know yet what it is. But I will need help. I never, ever would have raised a weapon towards you, Nonless, towards you, Jevabu, towards any of you. You collection of weirdos are the closest thing I have genuinely felt to being accepted in my life, and I would not want to squander it. But I also can't let that fire get into the wrong hands, and for that I need my hands to become the right ones. I want to defeat Durak, and I want to see Faris become a home for everyone. A home for every vagrant fool who ends up here. And if that means that I need to share the fire, yes, fine. But I don't want to be on the fringe of death forever. I don't even want to be this forever. If I die after I fight Durak and he is killed, then I have done my duty to my home. But don't withhold the fire from me. Please. It's one of the few things I've got left.
What a compelling speech.
Roll. Roll
Zunar.
persuasion.
Yeah, roll persuasion actually. But Zunar does start.
Actually,
Wait, where do you even? Oh yeah, Zunar does put his hand like upon your shoulder and shifts it along your arm, and if you let him, he starts to raise your arm.
He's still manacled,
the-
by the way.
Oh yes,
yeah, just
I
both
guess
of
there
them
is that. Yeah, good
Ching!
point. And then he also notices you're manacled. I guess halfway through that process and kind of shifts it along. But
Perfectly mid. Perfectly mid. Sorry.
there's much to do and say, but I think that is still a noble quest. And the reason it's noble, the reason it should be a quest, is because when I was gone, when you were gone, Wolfred took advantage of things. And Wolfric, I know, once more. If it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for other things, if it wasn't for us, this place not being as safe a fortress as it once was. Well, you get the point. We should do what we can and search for more of it. But if you want a final way to... If you wish to truly have out all of it and do something, and you feel you can do that, make sure you can maintain a clear mind. If you don't think you can do that, I would think of other options.
I'm gonna need help with it.
The one thing you need to know is we need to elect a new chieftain. Once we do that, we can, if we have to, we can determine us not to be worthy of a Fire of Surtur. And we can send all that we've collected across the bridge and give it to the Fire Giants. For them to return it to that we hold dear. The first, or I guess not the first, but whom we consider to be the first blacksmith. You know whom I speak of.
That would be a good choice, not gonna lie. What about the rest of you?
There's also
Anyone-
Thorak, but we can deal with that as it happens.
I have stated my belief of what we should do with it.
I just think it would be fun, but you guys sound far more logical.
We will share your burden and help you with your quest.
Thank you. Speaking of burden, how's the burial thingy holding up? Nonetheless,
Barrier. I heard burial.
Jesus.
No, because that wasn't what we talked about.
That is actually also
Yes,
applicable.
I thought Barry makes sense. Yeah, nonetheless. How much time?
Well, after that lovely speech, I think we have around 4.5 minutes.
Okay, hear me out. What if you drop it early and whatever her lovely name is, just hits it?
Who is what?
The person,
I don't-
whoever has the axe.
Me. I believe they mean I, with the axe of Glitnir. Attempt what I did, well, over a month ago.
You think you can strike them?
If they are... I mean, I can't hit something that's not here, but...
Exactly my point, yes, no. You can't even see it.
It's true. My point is, if it... You do understand. When we fought it earlier, you trapped it, it could still do things. It's just choosing not to do things right now. You understand that, right?
Great, that's a scary ass fucking statement, actually.
Or it's exhausted the things it can do.
If that's Zinch, then... I know, no. They know. The thing within me knows there's more to it.
I mean, certainly I can drop it and see what happens.
Lorna, did you get my message?
No.
Really? In your channel?
Oh.
Can we sort out the fire of Surtur before potentially unleashing something that can kill us all?
Yeah, fair point.
I call 20%.
Okay, who attempts to get the... So, okay,
No one attempts because we're
Jevabu and
talking
Yugdrill,
about it.
which one of you, or I guess Abaddon, which one of you is trying to, I guess, presses your hand in it first and attempts to distribute it?
Yugdrill will. He'll just walk up at this point, kind of fed up with just everyone bickering, and just reach his hand in.
It's a quite intensive. If you feel like you feel like it's gonna be you can do it, but it might be rough if you do it too much through your body at once. But you can definitely do it.
Yugdrill's used to absorbing stuff.
Kinda, yeah.
I was purpose built to absorb that shit. I still lost my
That's
shit.
true. Yeah.
Difference is I'm built different.
You literally run on it.
Dude,
Well,
Dude,
Yugdrill
you're
is
built out of
built
one
different.
thing. You're built out of one thing. I'm built out of three.
Yeah, I think.
According
I
to
think
their
I've got-
backstory, they're also built out of rocks, but I didn't agree to that.
Okay, so it's still plus
That's
one.
his backstory. Not
I love that I didn't agree to
Arguing
that.
a
That's so
non-point. Let's not get so heated,
I
friends.
technically did. I
God
guess
damn
I
it.
technically did, but not in a deep manner. What was the bit? Okay, who goes first?
Me.
Okay, who do you give it to?
Jababu.
Oh, you give more to Jeff? Okay. Alright. How much do you give to Jevabu?
100.
I mean, how much does Jababu already have?
Can we?
Jevabu has enough, and if you give them more, I'm not sure how much more abilities I'll give them. Probably a little bit more staggering to it. I guess I'll shift a little bit to them. If you give them a lot, I will.
Fucking explodes.
The idea is if you give them enough that feels like it's a lot of it, then you'll gain fire immunity. That's the main meta thing I want to make clear. And so if you take a lot of it, but not like as much as Abaddon, like if you take like, I don't know, 30% of what's in there and you already have some, you might gain fire immunity depending what you are. You're more likely, if you're a fire genasi or something, you're probably going to get fire immunity faster than other people would.
How, based on like my current connection with the Fire of Surtur, how many like portions are there, or like how much of like what percentage of my power?
What percentage is in the
current
bowl?
Power? Yeah. What are we working with?
I'd say you currently. Okay, here's how I'm framing it.
Give us
Now
power
I think
levels.
now I think of it this way, it might be a little unfair. The person who has the least of it right now. Wait, Abaddon, you already took in some more, right?
A little scoop.
Okay. I'd say that Yugdrill and Abaddon might be even right now. Maybe Abaddon might have a little more than you. And Jebabu currently has more than Abaddon. But Jebabu, you do not have enough to gain. Like, if you had more of it, you might light on fire, Jebabu. Right now, you just have some like ashy kind of maybe embery like portions to your totem tusks, and that seems to be means that you have them. As in, it's almost like the Fire of Surtur is attributed to you through the totem tusks and giving you means to feel better and feel different, but not necessarily directly through you. Not to say you can't, but that seems to be the means at which that it's functioning. And there is an understanding that it doesn't work for everyone. Not anyone can kind of contain it. And to actually answer your question, I mean, because it's kind of vague about it.
Yeah.
But what I would say is that you have probably like what you have is probably 20 to 30% of what's in there. Equivalent. So if there's 100 of that in there, you currently have 25 to 30. Jebabu. Which as in you got a lot from as in you got a lot from that
to 30. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's like, if we're thinking about this as a cake, we got like 8 slices of cake to give out to everybody at the birthday party.
Yes, but some people can take more of it.
Okay.
Without being too crazy.
I'm a big boy.
Some people can gain a lot more of less, yeah.
If we got some fatties in the group, they can have more than one piece of cake. Okay?
Damn straight.
But we're working with about 8. Okay, glad we got there.
Yeah, but I will let you roll if you'd like to determine something.
Anyway, I'll be topping Jebabu off so he's at 30%.
Okay. All right.
You're doing
Who
what?
do you get to
Jebabu?
next?
Come on, next one.
Abaddon looks at Golier.
He gets very excited and kind of steps up. She doesn't seem to fully she doesn't seem to fully understand the gravity of what's happening. She's just enjoying this.
Well, she if she steps up, she'll get 15%.
Golier. I'm going to give you an opportunity to spend a boom point to try to get more if you want. Albeit that has negative means to it.
Oh.
I mean, she's trying to get it through Yugdrill.
I know. And I'm saying this mostly because of their visual token.
I will gladly spend one of my boom points. How many do I have? Where's my boom points? There's a boom points thing. There it is. I have 14. So I'm going to go down to 13, and I'm going to spend a boom point to get a little bit.
Okay.
I think.
Yugdrill.
Yeah.
You feel like it's pressing into them a little bit harder than you can kind of control. Maybe it's because they're a fire genasi or something else. Maybe it could be that, given. But roll a con save.
Oh, all right. $21.
Okay.
Okay.
Golier, roll a 1d10. Okay.
That's funny.
Melts.
Golier, it's weird. It feels like it's kind of hard to push in, but it ends up being kind of the amount that they selected does get pressed into you, but you feel like you need more for a little bit. But it's weird. But you kind of settle with it, and it shifts, and you don't really feel that way. But it's almost like a force was shoved into you, and in a way that you felt like there was more to it, like a hose was on and went off a little bit too short, and you had this kind of moment of like you needed more, like there should have been more, and it faded relatively quickly.
Okay.
I will say your hair gets a little longer. If you wanted it to have been shorter in that than the image shows, it could now be like how the image shows.
That you and I are on the same wavelength because that was going to be my visual descriptor for the fire inserter. So hair getting
Yeah.
longer.
All right, next one.
Abaddon holds out his hand.
He'll grab Abaddon's hand. How much is left in the pot?
Well, if I'm going over what we said, you gave 5
15.
So
Right.
20%'s gone.
Jevu, and you gave 15 to Golier. Yeah.
Abaddon will get a nice even 35.
On top or just up by 5?
Oh, on top.
Jesus. Okay, let's go.
Attic looks to Snowcap. That being said, what I said, you could still try. I don't want to dissuade you. It's just I'm not sure if I'm going to. It may help me. I've been trying to collect his Fairy to aid me in my quest to fight Dorak yet again. And also, possibly, that lesser henchman of his, if we call it that. But do what you wish. But be careful. But next comes up is Zunar.
He gets 5%.
I could take more than that, but I'll take it, some of it. You should be using me and Scar as means to store a lot of it. I believe we probably can. I definitely know I can't take as. If I took all of that at once, I couldn't do that. I can't take too much, but I can take more than this. But you all have determined who does this, and I understand. I'll trust it, whoever you may be.
Anyone else?
Scar is next in line.
He gets 5%.
Odd choice, but I guess he doesn't really know how much is in it. But okay. So
Hey, they can't sense how much is in it until they get
yes,
it.
you can. Yeah. How much is remaining then?
So that's 10% gone. That was another what? 20%. So that's 30% gone between Jeru that, and then I gave Abaddon
35.
35. Quick maths. It's not quick.
So there's about 35% left.
I'll take 35%.
Hey, wait, and then how much did Golier get?
15.
Okay, I would like, given the circumstances,
15.
Yugdrill, I would like you to roll a con save at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Damn.
There are
Nice.
limiting factors for certain people.
8. That was
Okay.
so close to being a good roll.
You feel like there is a harsh limit to how much you can take in. Because you feel like if you take too much in, you might actually burn in a bad way. Because of your wooden structures and means and fluid intake, given you're alive in a botanical sense. This spiritual energy could flow within you, but not in a way to have you function as you do now. And you could probably try again, and maybe you succeed, but it may change you in ways you might not want.
Yogurt will try again.
Okay, let me rephrase. When I say I want, I mean like it could like kill you and make you into a different person. Okay, actually go ahead. Okay, roll a con save. I probably should. I won't. I'll be quiet on that. Do another con save at disadvantage, and this time, since you're going again, and there's already kind of this interaction, you have disadvantage.
I did roll disadvantage.
Okay, that's not a good enough roll. Almost there, but not quite. You can't quite get more of it. You feel
I
like if
spend
you were
poop
to
points.
succeed a little more, you could do it. Okay. Let me, before we go and do this, I want to discuss this a little bit with you, because in Hidden Secrets.
Right.
Jababoo, if he starts tweaking out, we're going to take a little bit of that fire, top ourselves off with that more, okay?
I was about to step in and
Nah, I already moved up.
try to.
This table's so interesting.
Just saying, by the way, that axe that Attic has, figuratively speaking, that was Abaddon's spine. Like,
Okay, we already know that you're spineless.
I don't know if that's just now fixed or...
Don't even bring it up to Ian. He's just gonna do something more wacky to your body.
Bro, I am stitched out of 3 people. What the fuck is it gonna do to me?
Your posture is just a little worse.
Or just a tad of scoliosis. I get it. Quit. Nornless, you're a resident wizard here. Do you think that true polymorph could fix me?
No,
No?
I lied. Yes. True polymorph can fix anything unless you have.
Do you
unless
have
you
it?
No, that's a 9th level spell.
Fuck!
True polymorph.
Rolling on
Works on-
getting bitches at disadvantage.
Uh.
Yeah, drill.
Bro, straight hating.
Here's what you need to do. You need for someone in the party to die completely, and for them to make a new character that's a cleric. So that in a couple levels they can get resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Who needs to be resurrected?
Then we need to kill Abaddon.
Okay,
And cast
okay.
true resurrection, thus restoring you to your original form, as long as we have any part of your body.
I was almost a cleric.
Wait, what are you? I thought you were a cleric.
A little
Or
bitch.
warlock.
Sorry.
No. That remains to be seen. He's one of those. He's an ugh, one of those.
Wizard. Dude, wait, you're a blade singer?
A bro found me.
Yeah, bro, it's I ain't even.
Snowcap's just a little guy. Or
We
I'm
know.
projection. I'm
You've
projection. I'm
said
a little guy, and I'm just playing him. So by extension, he's a little guy.
right.
What am I yapping about?
Okay, wait.
Yeah,
So you need to wait until we have access to 9th level spells so we can cast True Resurrection, because that way we
Like
can
what-
restore your body to its original form.
What level do you get them?
17.
Oh, motherfucker. Is there like a fucking surgeon or someone that
Find
can just
somebody.
fix me so that I'm not a goddamn torch on legs?
No,
God
We
fucking
can't find
damn it.
someone.
unlikely.
I
Can I just
have a disguise kit, so you can pretend to be
And,
normal.
and here's the real thing. Even if we were that level, and even if we found someone that level, we need diamonds worth 25,000 gold.
Oh, I forgot we're broke.
We're not
poor. We aren't?
I have money.
What?
Not that much money.
I have 10 platinum.
I'm sitting at a staggering
How much do you
0
have,
gold, bro.
Snowcap?
10 platinum. It's because that one like guy
10,
gave
only
it to me.
10 platinum. Jebabu, how much money do you have?
And 70 gold. I have some more that I need to add to my character sheet.
I have all the gold that or almost all the gold that my tribe had, and let me get to it. And then whatever gold
Why
I
do you
picked up
sound
along
normal?
the way, I got 60 gold.
Different mic.
Yeah, I'm using different mic.
I'm sorry. How much gold do you have again? One more time.
60.
60 from the whole
Abaddon,
tribe.
how much gold do you have?
Staggering 0.
Okay, let me get back
And
into things.
most of that I've picked up along like our journey.
How I've spent so much money as a wizard because I don't have a fucking choice if I want to use my goddamn spells. How do I have the most money out of everyone in the fucking party?
To be fair, Abaddon
That's
always
higher.
slipped through his
Well,
money.
Luke,
He never
stuff-
needed it.
And because I don't think people write down everything. I think when I give you guys loot, I give it to you guys to determine, and then stuff then doesn't get done.
Write everything
Sometimes.
down.
I have functionally
Yeah.
2,000 gold, and that's low for me.
Okay. We can discuss this later. Let's get back into things because I want to keep things on my mind. You guys see Yugdrill, and Yugdrill seems to start shaking, and they glow a little bit, like a green glow. And they almost look like they're gonna light on fire, and they don't, and they just stop moving. And you see like the brazier is empty, and they're twitching their hand a little bit and just they normalize a little bit, and it's kind of weird. Like it's like it went into them, but it didn't. And Nornalus, you see a decent portion of a fire of Surtur spread into the ethereal plane and into like a blob.
Ethereal
And it
plane?
starts to move the ethereal plane. And it starts to just move south through this wall. As if it's heading to something.
Delightful. Mr. Yodrill, pardon my French. What the fuck did you just do?
What the fuck is French?
What's a French? Can I eat it?
Do I have to make French canon?
Pardon my
No,
Jordan.
please don't.
I mean, I kind of already do in the
No,
next
no,
campaign. But
no.
sorry, too late. Mariel Kingdom's gonna be in that. Okay, go on.
I have semi-safely disposed of the fire of Surtur.
What does semi-safely mean?
To me, and I think only to me, it looks, it looked like you gave it sentience as it crawled away through the walls.
Yugdrill, do
I don't
an
see
Arcana or
ghosts.
Nature. Do an Arcana check.
All right.
Did you say Yugdrill?
I don't see ghosts.
When
That's-
he's done, would it be possible for me to make a Hunter's Bane check regarding this?
A what check?
It's it'd be an
I'm
Arcana.
gonna say yes,
check
but I'd
it.
like you to remind me what that is.
It's just I get advantage on Arcana checks related to things related to. Let me see the full list.
Narration's undead. Something else. Something
That's
else.
good. I'll say
If
that
it's
for the
related to
sake of
undead,
the-
it's Fey, Fiends, or Undead. And I
given Fae, we can twist some things into nature spirit shit. So yeah, I'll say sure.
I got a 10, by the way.
I'll let you.
Yeah,
your
with a
check results.
10, Yugdrill, you think that's possible? That maybe something weird like that happened? But that would mean that you would have been unwilling or unknowingly a nature spirit host. But more likely, or
I think that's all they know
it's
with the
more
10.
likely it just appeared like that because of the speed at which it was heading to where it belonged. Since what you sent it to was not directly here. But you aren't fully certain? Like, you kind of a little conflicted because you didn't really, you aren't fully clear on what you actually did. You just know your motive and what you think happened. And you don't know you have a means to do it. Or had the means to do it. And that's what a 10. Golier. You think... Okay, so Golier, you think that it was, for some means, it was sent to something. Like through
Cool.
the ethereal plane, and the visual means of that is it condensing and flowing to something, essentially. And that by something is some kind of spirit, but not necessarily an undead spirit, more so a nature spirit, which are typically animal spirits, representative of different animal groups. It could be that, it could be something else. You don't know the whole context of it, but given what Yugdrill looks like, and the fact that they're a druid, there's a likely and the possible mention of him saying it earlier, that seems like that may be what happened. Whether it's sentient, that's a whole nother bag of bones that you aren't sure on. But given things that you don't, well, to say it can become sentient per se in certain ways, but that's complicated and not like it's hard to say. It's probably wasn't necessarily sentient, but it could have been. Like what I mean by that is you don't know, but it probably wasn't. But since
Yeah,
it's 25, this should be like this is the best answer you could have come up with,
Okay, understood.
given what you know.
Anyway, now the matter of the fire cert has been dealt with. We should leave.
I will very quickly communicate that to Nornalis in response to what he says.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I agree.
We have around 2.5 minutes left, and go where? Am I just dropping the spell? It feels like everyone's like, yes, let's proceed with the plan. Oh yes, what's the plan? What's the plan?
No, Addict's gonna smite that thing, and we'll take it from there.
Brilliant. I drop the barrier and I start walking away. I'm annoyed as fuck.
Okay, I will very quickly spin around.
Like, I'm not walking fast. I'm walking pissed
Oh, I
off.
was about
and
to type a message.
I'm so mad.
Enough of these goddamn fires in this goddamn place.
I lean my back against the wall and I watch, and I don't give a fuck what happens at this point.
All right, Addict, do your thing.
Where is it? I get okay.
Oh, that's a great question. I wish I could tell you.
They kind of press it from a space. Yeah, I don't really know, and they see the person below. Gudrick, who's now fully bled out. They kind of try to place grab at.
There was
I say Gudrick. That's the name I gave to it.
That's the person. That's
Yeah,
one of the people.
and now that you kind of get it out of the way, one of the people you would have known in Gudrick is the prisoner I mentioned a couple sessions ago to you, at Golier. As in, they were a person who was of the Lek clan, like they worshipped Freyr. A very person who like attempted to cross the bridge. Yeah, they died. Or like as in, they're one of the people Abaddon attacked, and they basically were right where the magic effect was, and so no one could really get to them in time to stop them from bleeding. And so you guys have been having this discussion. This guy bled to death, albeit they were already pretty not great.
Lovely.
Yep. But you see Attic moving to the side a little bit. And they look, and they kind of have their hand open, and they press it upon their helm. And they kind of bend over a little bit, and they lift their head a little bit, and they take their hand off. And they kind of start to like do a lot of odd movements. Okay, they definitely have moved. That within me is in confirmation that Zinch is here. And that Zinch is moving through some means south of my current position in the ethereal plane.
What does that mean?
I believe I can goad them into coming out, but it would be not without sacrifice in an immediate sense. And I want you to know if that's worth it. Otherwise, I'm fine with letting it. Well, I don't know if I'm fine with letting it go. It's up to you guys.
Just kill it. Sorry.
I'd like you to understand by doing that, that means by even goading it out, it would mean an immoral action on my end. Albeit consensual, I guess, from what is within. Normalus, you don't see anything because you're looking at the wall.
No, I literally said my back's to the wall.
I know. I was about to be like, Normalus, you see it, but I'm like, oh yeah, that. So I just can finish that correctly. I don't know if I want to do that. Is there any reason?
Zinch said
Does
they were
anyone have
leaving.
strong opinions on this thing?
Zinch said they would just
On
leave.
Zinch.
So if you can let it leave, or I don't. It appears to be leaving.
Wait, is it actually? Or are you just bluffing, or just trying to fuck us over?
You are cast the hardest daggers you could have ever gotten from Norlis Abaddon.
Okay, Norlis, as you shift your eyes to look at Abaddon, I would like you to roll an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, fuck no.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you're a wizard.
29.
Yeah.
You're a wizard, Harry.
For clarity, that was how dare you accuse me of lying. That's what those daggers were to Abaddon.
No, I got that. That's fair.
You feel like force tried to manipulate your vision, like, but in your eyes, like on a neurological sense. Very briefly, it might literally have been trying to make you like blink a couple times. It was really weird.
As that happens, Norla's staring daggers at Abaddon. It looks goofy when you think about it in the realist term, but Zentz watches as, well, one eye stares daggers at Abaddon. Odin's eye twists suddenly and stares directly at him, causing Norlis to be cross-eyed, oppositional. I don't know what the inverse of cross-eyed is, like where you go outwards instead of inwards, but that's functionally one eye staring at Zentz through Odin's eye, and the other still glaring at Abaddon. Both knowing exactly what they're looking at. Both furious.
Cockeyed.
Yeah, cockeyed. That's the term. Yes, it looks goofy, but in my head, it's meant to be intimidating.
Roll intimidation. Away.
Okay. I'm not good at those. Where's intimidation?
If you roll really bad, this could be wacky.
I mean,
But if you roll really good, you
that's
that would be a really good time to roll.
decent,
Actually, if you want to,
all things considered, that's a 16
okay,
naturally.
given circumstances, I'm going to give you an option. Would you like to spend a boom point for advantage?
No,
Okay.
I'm not trying to accomplish anything. I was just describing the scene.
Okay. All right. You seem to make your stand. This thing kind of looks at you. It stands still for a little bit. It starts to mouth something. And it starts to walking backwards. And when it starts to mouth something, its mouth looks a little different. It doesn't look like it's odd. But it's enough to like almost make you want to look at its mouth, but not in like a forced way. Do you do so?
No,
And can you read lips? Okay.
I don't have a proficiency to read lips, and double no.
Okay. Starts to walk out. And right as it leaves, it forces itself into the material plane, showing its form, and casually walks out, or attempts to. And the
It shows
second
its
it does
form?
that, everyone, you feel a odd presence, like a whatever is there right now is like hard to look at. Like there's as if it was bright, but it's not bright. Like as if there's like a force similar to like a sun in terms of like it's something that's hurts to look at. Like you just kind of something is just there with that kind of energy. Maybe psychological, maybe for some other means, you don't know, but it's enough to like dissuade any quick, not well thought out like impulses to want to charge at it or something. And finally, as it leaves, so you guys see as like Snowcap seems to kind of stop moving for a little bit, and they look like they were listening to something. Like their ears perk up a little bit. It's weird. And then you see their eyes go black.
Oh Lord.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I doubt any of us actually see that.
Okay.
Because if we're
by
all
the ti-
facing the same direction as the thing materializes, nobody can see his eyes from the angle we're at.
Yes. And assuming this is real time, your eyes would no longer be black by right now.
Cool. Nobody knows that.
Snowcap, the vision has ended. You were given your message. You can choose to say it, or you can keep it to yourself, or you can try to forget it. Regardless, there was purpose to what it was said, especially that end bit, and you can guess that. You won't know all the details, but you know something was important. There was some important message hidden within there. Do
He
you speak?
has a he has a message. He was he caused the destruction here, and was hired by Dorak. He probably will not be working for Dorak again. Dorak will probably not hire him again.
Golier will shift uncomfortably once again.
Okay, that's what you choose to say.
He also was like weirdly wishy-washy about killing me or not, wanting to kill me or not, but he is not going to says he's not going to do any further damage to the settlement.
Right. Glad to hear it. What now?
He was also yammering about some kind of experiment.
Well, what was it?
No idea. Just said that he had the. It was he. It was. It was weird that he like mentioned an unfinished experiment when I know nothing about it.
Did he give any details on it?
It was probably big and important.
His experiment or
Yep,
Dorak's?
his experiment. That they were going to go find it. Maybe like lost this experiment. Maybe it's. I feel like he was trying to give a message, say something to one of us. It probably relates to one of you. Probably one of you has a connection to it.
Meanwhile, Scar has been staring at that thing with intense. But they held their ground the whole time. They did not like rush forward, and they look like they're really conflicted about not doing that. And that's what Goalie would like. Goalie would right next to him, and they look like they're actively upset that they didn't discharge that thing, and they don't know if it was their better judgment or not. Given that Zinch is the thing that woke up Sunder, and Sunder killed like several of this guy's men, you would understand that this person would be rather displeased with the just letting this thing free. But it's not something they brought up deeply. It's more something you're noticing now as you look at him, Golier. And that's not something I'm going to have you do like a check for. I think it just would be apparent, like basic passive stuff. But just looking at his face, you can figure things out.
Mm-hmm. So kind of look him up and down. It wasn't worth the risk. What would it have been? I doubt we could have all taken it.
Based off what I had heard yesterday, many people were affected by something. It happened all at once. Some people were taken control of. Others, it's complicated, but that thing is clearly capable of something great. And I don't see the reason to deal with it if it's not going to be an issue anymore. I don't know.
Wasn't worth the risk.
I don't know what vengeance is. But maybe now's not the time. I think I'm going to choose to villainize Wolfric, and that will be my choice in the matter. But that thing killed my men. And I know that's the case.
Let's focus on the people that we can save. Specifically this one,
Yes.
which kind of motions towards Joran.
Yeah. I'd say, yeah. They, Zunar and Scar kind of head out and start to kind of pick up Joran and try to put her body at least together and okay. Let's slowly move out of here. I don't know what pace that thing's walking at, but we're going to take her to the Scar says we're going to take her to the infirmary. Golir, would you meet us there? Please?
She nods for a second. And kind of rests a hand on the shoulder. Of course.
Thank you. I don't know if we even deserve your help after imprisoning you, but thank you. Which, I will say, Zunar perks up a little bit, and if it weren't holding a body of a close friend person of theirs, that is clearly mangled, causing them to be in emotional distress, they would have said something. But they just kind of perk up their face, look in your direction, as if, like, they didn't know about that, and then, like, continue walking, carrying the corpse.
She shrugs her shoulders in regard to it.
Okay.
Gave you a nice needed break. And breaking out of prison was fun.
Okay. What do you guys do? Do you guys leave the area, or do you stick around for some reason? Oh yeah, also there's Azlac too. I guess they would, some people would try to get Azlac, I guess, out as well.
I would...
Which might be you guys. Attic might try, but someone else would need to help.
I would like to get back so I can revive whoever I need to revive.
Okay. Does anyone else stay in this chamber for any reason? There may be reasons to stay here. I'm not gonna give much context to that unless you ask.
I do, but I'm gonna let other people go first.
Jebu's gonna go up to Abaddon and say, and he's still holding Abaddon's sword. Do you have anything more to do here?
No. 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 Not yet. I do need a different weapon, though. Can't be using that yet.
You have Vet's sword still.
I was thinking something along the axe, maybe.
What axe?
Wouldn't mind if it's golden glittery, but any battle axe will do.
Okay, meta-wise, I recall you saying something made of your spine, and I didn't know what you're relating to.
Nir's axe was Abaddon's spine before he ripped it out. Is
Was
what he
it?
said.
I have it written down as his kidney, and I'm not making
It
that
was
up.
kind of it was kind of connected. Like the blades of the axe
guess
were my
kinda.
kidneys, and the haft was my spine.
Okay, well, the build you got was the kidney of Gutnair, but...
Yeah.
And also, if it was removed from you, you might be considered a good quality kidney fellow.
Oh.
Oh shit, one person gets that reference.
I do not get that reference.
Oh, you wouldn't.
I think
This
it's me.
yeah.
Say, Scott, would you happen to have any axes of magical property lying around? Anything that you could lend to me?
Meta-wise, someone else has an actually. Yeah, there's a party member that has like 2 melee weapons that I don't think they use, and I won't say who it is.
I just want a flame tongue battle axe, man.
Yeah, you could probably go
You
to
could find
Scar and
one,
ask
but-
for one, but Scar has already left the building with the person.
Motherfucker.
I have
Yeah,
a
they're
crossbow
they
that
are
I don't
carrying with
use.
Zunar the corpse, because if just one person carried it, it might be they're doing etiquette queer so it doesn't like tear apart. Since
Would
it
you
kind of
say that
already
there's
is.
like an armory somewhere where I could find that, logically speaking, like as just a general thing?
I mean, blade around, no, but I see
There's
armor.
not
You
a
have to look
blacksmith
at
in
the
this
map.
place.
There is a blacksmith. There's tons of them. Just a lot of them. The main blacksmith you would go to is dead. So you may have to kind of
Whoopsie.
shift around and figure out who you're gonna ask to find a new blacksmith or start your own. But I'd say the personal blacksmith you would go to is dead. You may want to like talk to Zunar to determine who would be the next ghost person, since there's someone you would have historically asked about that kind of thing with.
All right, I'll ask them once we're kind of done here.
The next best person is also dead, which is Moritar.
That's dramatic.
Whoops.
And then the Ettin's dead, so that one's out too.
It's all good. I'll ask Scar or Zunar when we're done, during downtime.
Actually, I think
Oh.
Zunar is technically a blacksmith. I think. Okay, so they could do it. But yeah, okay. So you guys, does everyone exit the building?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nornis, did you say you were not going to, or?
Normalist stays posted up, watching everyone leave, watching Attic help Aslak. He does not join the party immediately. Is there anyone else that wanted to do anything before they leave? I'm asking the party.
There's one meta-wise, I will say one thing, and it's that this building does store stuff. There are things stored here. There could be that battle axe for whatever Abaddon was asking for, but like there, in regards to maybe special items or magic items, documents and things are stored here. I think Abaddon would know that,
Me for gore.
and I think anyone from the clan would know that.
Me for gore.
Yeah.
I said I'll do all that stuff during downtime.
Yeah, you could also obviously come back here, unless, of course, Scar decides otherwise or something. But like, you guys could probably argue through shit, especially since he kind of owes you. And plus, I don't think Scar probably wouldn't even be that harsh about it, given his distaste towards or growing distaste towards the previous chieftain.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'll wait.
Okay. There's also something special here for Abaddon, but I'll wait for that if they come back.
Abaddon and
I'll help
Gozliar do
Attic.
things in here before they leave?
I help Attic carry out
Aslak.
that's
Okay. So
Goliar?
yeah, Goliar, are you staying here? No, Golier's going to have a medical.
It sounded like
I'll come back.
It sounded like they wanted to do something potentially. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, did you change? Okay.
Goliar will go to help the person and then come back at some point.
Okay, so I didn't want to shift you for that. I'm sorry. I was just repeating what you said earlier. I forgot you said you forgot about that.
But yeah, no, I completely forgot about the thing that you're referencing. But she's
Okay.
probably more focused on the person that needs to be revived.
I think it was said out loud so other people would know about it. So it could be that one of our party members tries to investigate in your stead. regardless if you ask them to.
Yes,
but
I do
that's-
think the letter was like something that was out loud mentioned in front of everyone.
Yeah.
But there might be a letter for her here.
Okay.
So, as the last person leaves, Norlis looks furious, by the way. Like, he is not mean mugging anyone in particular, but he does not look approachable in this moment. And he watches as, one by one, people leave to do whatever it is they're doing elsewhere. And he waits a minute more, listens to their footsteps go away, and he begins to walk towards the bridge.
Oh.
Is this a
Okay.
good thing? This feels like a bad thing.
This is a bad thing. Okay. So no one's in here. Okay,
Nope.
yeah. Young Drill, where did you go?
Yugdra would just be leaving with everybody else.
Okay. No one's here.
Yeah, Snowcap also just followed everyone else.
There are large gates before you. They look heavy. Like, it doesn't. You would need to have a significant physical build, perhaps, to move them. It's not impossible for someone of your like a medium-sized creature to open it. You could. It'd be hard, but it's clearly meant and obviously meant to be a door for giants.
Okay. Does it appear to be locked in any manner?
It does not appear to be locked, but given how intensive it is, it's clear that it doesn't need a lock. It's so heavy you would need to have the weight of the door is the functional means of difficulty.
Understood. Norlis reaches into his component pouch and pulls out a golden vial and smashes it on the ground. As he does so, the golden glass shatters outwards and coalesces as stone beneath him rises up into a form, and it takes place next to him. As he summons his earth elemental, which should be twice, is a large creature. It should be bigger than that. But I cannot change its size.
Okay. Oh, I'll change it. Sorry.
Thank you. And I have him push the door open. Or pull.
Okay. I would like you to have it roll a strength check.
I don't know if I have a proper stat block here. No.
I can just see. I might. I could roll it.
I don't know what
Let's
his
see.
thing-
D&D Beyond. It is just a normal. I say normal. It is a Earth Elemental stat-wise, correct?
I'm pulling up the spell
Yeah.
right now. It has a +4 to strength checks and +4 to proficiency bonus. So +8 to a d20.
Okay, I'll roll it unless you want to.
Yeah, I got it. Wow.
Okay.
So that's a total of 28.
It's definitely a pretty hefty door, but this thing moves it correctly. And as you kind of see it shift, it becomes clear that it's by its weight, it is something that takes both intensive strength to open, but not just that. It's clear that it needs a balanced push. As in, it looks like there's certain parts of the inner door that if you just pushed towards a certain portion of it, it would kind of lock a little bit. It wouldn't shift. You need to kind of push of an equal push of both of your hands at a certain area for it to kind of open properly. And not a hidden thing. You just need to kind of know it from a I guess a means of because of how big they are and other things. It just makes sense to do that. But regardless, this thing opens it. And what it opens out to is here. Well, let me see, make sure there's a set. Normal, let's place your character down.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this area is the other way around.
Okay.
Just for sake of things. Out here, you can see the bridge. You could see it go across into a large fortress. This is your means to shift back and walk away if you had any means of which. Normally, this place seems like it'd be guarded by something. But nothing is necessarily here except nothing in the material plane. Norman, let's do a perception check.
Alrighty. Not great. Total of 18.
There's something shifting along the walls. Something blue in the ethereal plane. A ghost. Or a spirit of some kind. Of a tiefling. Looking at you. From afar. Monitoring your movements.
I look it dead in the eyes and I give it a solemn nod.
It looks to you. It shakes its head. But then looks at you further. I would like you to roll 1d10. Or describe your character as they look.
Can you elaborate what that means?
As in their pose, their posture, whether they look confident, describe their physique. As a means of kind of what kind of man Normless is from just a person just looking at you. Or you can roll 1d10.
The pose that Norlis takes as he locks eyes with this apparition, not with a P, not a B, is one of respect. You see him half bend a knee and tuck his right forearm to his chest as he nods and half bows to it. Norlis is a fish out of water. And he puts up a good facade, but when you really look past the bravado he puts out, you see a frail man. A dedicated man, but a frail man. A man who is not suited to being here to begin with. He is the man that belongs keeping the stories of old and writing the new ones. But instead he is out here creating stories that will be written down instead. He is weathered, he is worn. But he's not ragged. He stands tall, he's confident in his movements. He moves forward with purpose and confidence, even when doing so uncertainly. And I think that's how I describe him.
Okay. The creature looks upon you, and as it had previously shaken its head, stares at you more. Its eyes flicker with various color, and it nods.
I return it a half bow once more, and I continue forward.
As you walk past the gates, you see the bridge before you. It's a long bridge. If it's a big bridge, too. It's entirely possible someone afar could see you cross it. But by that point, it might be too late, and you may have already done so. The fortress ahead has a huge gate to it. But as you look at it and see it more clearly from this distance, that gate looks like it's ajar. Like, it's technically open, enough for you to slide in, as if it was left open. What's past that, as you would know from reading studies and everything from the past, should be a fortress filled with fire giants. Plentiful weapons and gear. Some of the most perfect in the world. Statues and things crafted through iron and sweat by entities who have lived possibly tens of thousands of years. It is a place that is considered sacred due to the fact that it is likely the oldest thing here other than the volcano, and that's a maybe. This structure likely may literally be 1,000,000 years old. The fire giants have been here before humans settled this land. Their existence may literally possibly predate, like, the religion that recognized Surtur. This structure exists as the primary base of operations and existence of fire giants on this continent, if not the planet, given things across Grond are a little uncertain. This is a sacred space, yet also it is a space of which there is much to offer. What is truly found in this space may be something that can be of great interest to you.
Oh,
There's also much uncertainty. Do you continue to cross?
I do. I continue
Okay.
crossing the bridge.
I'm gonna give my boom point to Anonymous for just actually just straight up dropping the spell.
Thank you.
I was kind of like, oh, I thought we were just gonna walk away and leave the spell up, not just drop. I'm off.
I was getting mad. Nornless was getting mad, I mean.
I just realized when you full on pulled it. Screw you guys, I'm going home. You full on pulled the Cartman.
Not quite. He didn't go home. He put his back against the wall and watched everything crash and burn, potentially.
Well, hardly crashed.
It could have been.
That's true. That's true. Just being a hater.
Can I give a
We
boom
love
point
hating.
for something someone almost did but didn't? Ian?
Yeah.
Yeah? I see you can. Depends what it is, but yeah. I've done that before, I think.
Yugdrill was going to throw a rock at Sense and decided against it, and I thought that was really fucking funny.
I was so tempted to be like, I'm gonna lob a rocket
That
and he's
was
like,
really funny. So I want to give my boom point to Yugdrill for that. Because even if it didn't happen, I got a good laugh out of it. Just in theory.
Like I'm gonna cantrip, let me just make like just turn pebbles into fucking magic rocks. So it's like, but it fucking hurt too.
Snowcap, do you have a boom point?
I'm giving my boon point to let me 1 second.
We can come back to you.
No, I'm giving it mine to Golier, specifically because Golier said some like very interesting things. I'm trying to think of like an example, but my mind is blanking on the example.
No, I'm enjoying having Golier. They're a good aspect in the party. I like the chaos they add. They're also a minor voice of reason, and I appreciate not being the only one of those anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a voice of reason.
Yeah, the reason is I want to. I don't think that's quite the same. No, that's fair.
It's-
So, Snowcap gave a boom point to, Golier. Joby, you got one?
Yeah, I'm gonna give one to, Abaddon. Abaddon's been great the past couple sessions.
Yes, peak.
But I guess specifically for this one, the one speech,
I completely agree.
that was good. Yeah, trying to convince him to let us take the fires of Server.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Jade, you got one?
Yes, I would like to give mine to Nornalis, for actively making really valid points throughout this. I think the rest of the party is either very caught up in the exact moment that they're in, slash dealing with the exact current threat, and Nornalis is very holistic and going, "Hey, wait a minute, let's not do anything too stupid." And I do appreciate Nornalis's ability to diffuse the situation.
I really fucking appreciate that. You're too kind. Cheesecake, how about you, friend? Thank you so much, by the way.
Mine goes to Javabu for the simple fact that when Young Joe was starting to kind of spaz out a little bit, him and I essentially had the same fucking idea, and I don't know. I felt that was a beautiful, beautiful moment
Connection.
of two idiots, one idea.
Yep, yeah, we both did move our tokens a little bit closer just in case.
Yogdro was about to get struck down. That's what you guys miss in secrets.
Well, hey,
I mean, I'd like to see Abaddon
moving-
try. It's like one rock away from.
Look, I am a man with a dream.
Okay.
That
Is
dream's
that
gonna
everyone? I think that's everyone.
Yeah, just you left,
Minutes
friend.
to get.
Okay. God, this is so cliche, but it's possible the first one gave it to you for that reason, because I think I may have missed that. But yeah, no, I'm giving it to Normless for the bridge thing. I clearly set up the bridge as a thing of hey, this is a thing that can be done. There is reason to want to do this. And by doing it, it is a huge statement. And cultural taboo. By doing this, I honestly want to I'm gonna give you 2 boom points because holy shit.
No,
It
you're
is.
too
There's a
kind.
decent
No.
chance that Abaddon might be contractually obligated to kill you or something. It is you are doing something that if people find out you did that, the entire clan, despite it, is going to have an issue with you doing that. Despite everything, it is meant to be the most sacred thing to the entire clan. So it
And
is so
I am not
ballsy,
being
but also
disrespectful.
so it's so ballsy, but also
You're
so
breaking
hype
the
that you did that.
biggest
I
tenant we
didn't
have.
expect you to do that. I didn't expect you to do that. I thought you were gonna go and search for the stuff and see some documents. I had some special interesting shit up there, but no, you went for the more direct thing, which was the
Nornalis is
the path-
furious
oh, God.
about getting half answers.
yeah.
That's his place in a nutshell, though.
I'm surprised Nornalis hasn't interrogated me yet. Nornalis seems very what the fuck is going on?
You seem so incredibly open, even when you're a little sketchy. Nornalis feels like he has a solid beat on you already.
That's fair.
That's just dangerous.
You're too kind. Thank you.
I
Ian.
love that. Actually.
Oh, God,
Nornalis
also,
is cooking. Nornalis and Abaddon have been cooking lately.
Thank you.
Also, I'd like to give one to Golier because I think I like the direction their character is developing in to some extent. I like a lot of
sure.
little moments, and I like how things are going so far.